Today we're talking about budget-friendly crafts, how to upcycle materials into stunning door decor or even just home decor in general. If you are a beginner painter and you're new to crafts in general, you may not feel super confident in going out and spending a lot of money on materials or buying a bunch of wood blanks because you're like, I'm not sure if I'm that good of a painter and I don't want to waste whatever it is I'm painting on. Well, you can always start with upcycling things because nobody cares if it's something you were probably going to throw out anyways, right? Or something you only spent $1 on at the Dollar Tree or at the local thrift store. I don't know about you, but I love walking through thrift stores and yard sales and seeing what I can spot that I could upcycle and turn into something else just by painting it. I have done this over and over again for years. Most of the furniture in my house is furniture that I bought at a thrift store or a yard sale. I painted it and made it my own. There's just something about that makes it so special and makes it a piece that feels more like mine than something I just bought in a store. I do this with my decor too. Over the years, I have amassed a lot of decor for all different seasons, and a lot of it is stuff that I have hand painted or upcycled with paint to create something that is seasonal for spring, for 4th of July, Halloween, you name it. So today I enlisted the help of some of our Painters Clubhouse members because, oh my goodness, those ladies are so creative. I went through our Facebook group and searched to see what I could find that our ladies had taken and upcycled. Because let me tell you, if something sits still long enough, these ladies will pick it up and paint it. It doesn't matter if it's a pizza pan, a ceiling fan blade, they will see something that was probably somebody's trash and turn it into a new treasure. And a lot of these ladies are also now selling these types of things at craft fairs. So it's a really great way to get creative and find something that you can upcycle. Let's start with the queen of them all, our very own member, Miss Pam Savage. This lady will paint anything that she can find, and she will probably agree with that. I'm going to show you first these cute little cheese boards. I think that's what they're called. They're like a flat wooden surface that she has painted into little snowman heads. She sells stuff like this at her craft fairs and does really well with it. Another project she did was also on a cheese board. So these are longer, but she turned them into like Santa's suit by adding some gold buttons, a cute little buckle. And I really love the amount of imagination that she put into this project. I mean, I could just totally see these setting in the corner of a kitchen on top of a cute little tray or something as a piece of decor during Christmas time. Another project that Miss Pam has done is upcycling metal buckets. If you've never painted on a bucket before, I will warn you that you're gonna need to prime that bucket with something that's gonna help your paint to stick, or you at least need to use a multi-surface paint that will stick to metal. With all that being said, take a look at this snowman bucket that Miss Pam created. I really love how she staged this photo against a piece of wainscoting. She put some cute little red checkered towels inside the bucket and then staged it with some berries and picks on the side. I can just imagine this sitting on a shelf at her craft fair and selling really well. She also did this back in the summertime with a sunflower design. And if you look at all the tiny little details that Miss Pam put into this, she did tiny little dots all around the center of the sunflower, so much shading. She even put an itty bitty little ladybug on the leaf of the sunflower. Some of you may want to upcycle things that you have found at Hobby Lobby or even the Dollar Tree. Take a look at this little wooden picture frame that Miss Linda picked up at the dollar store. It was just a plain wooden picture frame. She painted it blue, put a name on it, added a cute little dinosaur, and place to put the birth information like the baby's weight, the baby's length, and all of that. And this makes a beautiful gift to gift a mother who's expecting. Another project is this hello sign that Miss Marie Mosley from the Painters Clubhouse has painted. I have a feeling she painted this one to go in her art studio because she has a beautiful rainbow theme in her studio. So this hello word was probably either just plain old white or black or wood. And by upcycling it and creating this beautiful holographic glittery rainbow look, it now matches her decor in her paint studio perfectly. Last summer, one of our Painters Clubhouse members, Miss Shelly Stiegel, found this rooster. I think it was one she probably already had out in her landscaping, and he was looking a little bit weather worn. So she brought him in, she repainted him, gave him a completely new look. He's like a man with a new makeover, and she set him back out in her landscaping, and he looks good as new. I did the same thing with a rusty rooster that I had in my landscaping last summer. Decor was having a contest last summer to upcycle something, and I brought him in and painted him, and he looks 10 times better than he ever did. So if you have something sitting out in your landscaping that's looking a little weather worn, maybe the paint's chipping off of it, maybe it was made of stone, you could totally repaint that and then just seal it really well and put it back out in your landscaping. Another project like this was a frog that was painted by Christy Hager in our clubhouse. It didn't have any color on it. I don't know if it did in the beginning or if it was just always stone looking, but now that she has painted him green with little light green spots, he just looks so much better. He looks like he's got so much more personality. And so you can take something that's really plain or worn out and give it completely new life with paint. One more project that you might not have thought of is surfaces like a clipboard. This makes a really great teacher gift at the end or the beginning of the school year or even Christmas time. You could add some cute ribbon like Deanna Franks from the clubhouse did, and then you could paint the front or just the back of the clipboard. Be sure and seal it really well because you know clipboards get banged up quite a bit by being tossed on the desk or jumbled in with a bunch of other books and things. So the next time you see something in your home or in a thrift store or even the Dollar Tree that you think you might could upcycle with some paint, a couple of things to consider. What kind of paint do I need? Most things you can probably just repaint with craft paint, but you might need to consider the type of material you're painting on and whether or not it's going to require a type of primer. And so if that's the case, just make sure and give it a good primer coating of something before you begin painting. And then always remember to seal it when you're done. That way you protect your artwork. I hope you have fun upcycling your thrift finds or things you have around the house. I can't wait to see what you create after you watch this video. So be sure to share them with me. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more inspiration. See you next time. Happy painting.